Oh, I'm fucking good.
Language! No, you're not already. Dad. Welcome to an explosive episode 14 of Tailor Made, the Making of a Broadcast Empire. We're your hosts.
Explosive? Why would it be explosive?
I'm waiting.
These are boring.
We are hosts.
Every night I sit
hosts.
here. Every night you sit over there. Sometimes we change our clothes.
We talked about that.
And what?
Speak for yourself.
Okay, sometimes I change my clothes.
No, I always change my clothes.
Okay.
That's how they know it's a different episode, because I'm wearing a different outfit.
Well, I'm outfitted in my
Can I get through
episode 7 attire.
Can I get through the intro?
Go ahead.
Thank you. We're your hosts, Kate and Crash. And don't forget, tomorrow we have Straight Talk with Kate and Crash. Hopefully it'll be a celebrity-packed good show. I haven't heard from my guest yet. We'll see. Richard, if you're out there, message me. But yeah, sit please nice in the camera.
I'm sitting, I'm good. What?
Sit nice in the camera, honey.
Sit nice in the camera.
Our meeps want to see it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Cut
Actually,
it out.
I did notice something. 67% of the viewers of these videos are women.
I know, see?
So they're either hot mamas that want me, or they're hot mamas that want you. And either way, that's okay in my mind.
So there, sit nice. Be good.
Oh.
Yeah. So we've gotten we've had some disconcerting things happen today a little bit. And if you noticed on my Facebook, shush and let me talk for God's sake. If you notice on our Facebooks tonight that there's an announcement that we made, because it's been brought to our attention that some former affiliates are still using logos and writings of mine and formats, things that were created for an HTLA product for said people that, whatever. We create these things sometimes for pitch purposes or in development meetings, and they don't really ever go anywhere, but, they're just... But anyway, they're HTLA property. They're our intellectual property. My writings, his graphical prowess, his brilliant graphical prowess, as I'm sure all of our meeps and watchers will attest to. Nothing would look so good without his hard work. But, yeah, and that's just so not cool. I mean, okay, so we're not developing your show for whatever reason, whether it was, our decision or yours, but that does never give you the right to use our intellectual property elsewhere, ever. And, I have packets and documents that I've written from my own little brain and my own little hands, stating anything created by us. And that includes the theme songs that we composed originally. That includes, all the logos for the shows and any graphical representation of any kind, because that's all handmade, it's all created. And especially my writings, because they're from my head. They're my writings. I write them. They're never for use outside of HTLA. And,
yes, but everybody knows that.
Everybody's supposed to know that. And, unless, of course, you've purchased them from us. And if you can produce a paid receipt that we've, created those for you, and, you have a paid invoice or a receipt that we've done that for you, that's a whole different matter, because we do that, too. Each one of our shows costs $6,500 to develop. And that's just an initial development cost. And that doesn't count to run it every week. That's just how much it costs us for all that, labor-intensive development production. It's not easy. It's not cheap. It's a professional product. And, we don't do podcasts. We don't do webcasts. We create professional broadcast products. There's a big difference. And that's why our network is being recognized, and it's now syndicated over 22 internet and satellite stations, as well as 3 terrestrial radio stations have picked up every single show HTLA produces. And of course, that was thanks to one of our biggest fans who made all that happen for us. We love you. But nonetheless, the quality is recognized, and that can't be disputed. And in all these little great corporate documents that I write from my own little head with my hot little hands, it says in there, whatever comes from our brilliant heads and hands, it belongs to us. And you can't just take it and use it for your own purposes unless we've sold it to you for that. And they're time-coded and date-coded. They're embedded. They show the date and time they were created by HTLA Corporate, and it's traced back to us. Most of our stuff is registered with the Library of Congress. I mean, it's our intellectual property. This is our corporation. This is our company. And we take it pretty seriously. And you can't just use it. You know, you just can't. And we're lovely people. And, you know, we have no problem if you came to us and said, you know, I'm starting my business and I can't get my logo down. I need a jazzy description, you know. Neither one of us would think twice about taking an entire day and doing that for you. Just because. But that's how we are. But if you approach us in honesty and, you know, with honorable intentions, we'd have no problem doing that. But, you know, you can't just come to us under the pretense of wanting a product with us and having us do all the work to create and develop that product and then screw off and use it elsewhere. Sorry, we can't let that
After
happen.
we've created it, refined it, troubleshot it,
trained you how to use it.
trained you how to use it,
Yeah,
and
you can't-
make it a product.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
And but you know what? Again, it's just a matter of those kind of people hurting themselves, because if they have any ambition to go further, let's say into TV and film where you know everybody, that's never going to happen now. That was a bad thing. So, you know, it always comes back, you know, like I say. So don't sweat it, honey, because I believe in karmic justice.
Well, I don't.
And he doesn't. He's got a seed of vengeance in him that, oh my God.
It's not vengeance. Actually, it's going to be quite educational, because I'm going to offer our listeners a little treat tonight after this webisode.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. He's going to be up all night doing this now.
Up all night? What? It's only going to take me 10 minutes.
Okay,
tops.
true. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm going to make another video.
Hosting a live class or something.
Well, I could probably do that too. No. I figure now is probably a good a time as any. Oh, no, wait. It's the absolute best, most opportune time.
Right.
To unveil Chris Taylor's
Logo Creation 101.
Photoshop tutorials. Yes, and in the
I like
episode
mine
tonight,
better.
in the episode tonight, I'll be ripping apart certain logos.
That he made.
Yes, original PSD files that only I have the layers to.
Right.
And the layers means that, you know, it's the actual master file that was created in the first place.
Right.
And I'm going to go through the tutorial and show screen caps while I'm doing it in real time with the old camera here.
Right.
And I'll just go and show the audience how to step-by-step create themselves a pretty kick-butt little logo and show you the finished products, and then
Right.
show you all 4 proofs that were done.
Because we love you and we want to help
Yeah.
him. We're awesome. We're not like that. And it's just, you know what it is with us too? And he can deny it until he's blue in the face, but I didn't marry him for nothing. It hurts, you know? It just really sucks when you're good people and you do things with the best of intentions and wanting to make somebody else's success.
The worst part of it, though, for me,
And they
the
take
worst
it.
part is not just people come to you with the best intentions, because a lot of people come to me with the best intentions, and
Right.
hey,
For whatever
I'm a nice
reason.
guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I'll go ahead and help you out, absolutely. And you present yourself to me, but when you come from a demographic of
Supposed honor and integrity and God forbid you should never betray anybody because it goes against your code of everything, then
Yeah.
it's really kicker and it's a real
Well,
killer.
and it kind of makes me take a second look at those reports that I've seen from the Middle East a little harder too.
Well, yeah, that's true too. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, well, you know what? Everybody's an individual, and a lot of times people are good people. They just make bad decisions at the moment.
Oh, well, you know, this can't be called that. This
Well,
this
it
was
can
not,
be
no,
because
no,
they
no,
might
no, no.
not think that it's that. See, I'm always looking at everybody's side of everything. You know, that's my Libra balance and sense of justice, and you know, I'd have made a great judge. But you know, I always like to look at the benefit of the doubt. But, you know, given the way the circumstance played out here and the fact that, you know, we felt totally screwed anyway, you know, after developing this, you know, and doing all this stuff, and then finding out that it was basically a case of espionage to begin with, that it was just trying to figure out how we did what we did and do it so well so that way it could be replicated elsewhere. That was bad enough. But now to find out later that it's actually being, well, attempted.
That they're not even replicating, they're just blatantly using our shit.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even rewrite the description that I wrote for the show originally. And, you know, they're the same logos being used. And,
Pretty frickin' low.
yeah, it's just, it really hurts. It's bad. It's sad. It's sad. You know, because, like I said, anybody that would have come to us, and okay, you can't maybe have a show on HTLA because we do have a certain criteria for the shows we put out there. But let's say you want to do a podcast of your own or a webcast, you know. It's maybe not, you know, our broadcast quality, but you want to do a podcast or a webcast. And you want to help. Just frickin' ask, because, you know, there's not anyone that we would not help. You know, I mean, we'd have been happy if you would have said, well, you know, we know that we don't have something that's, you know, HTLA professional production quality broadcast, but we'd really like to have our own podcast on, say, TalkShoe or Blog Talk or whatever. How do you do it? Can you help me to get that rolling? You think either one of us for a second would ever say no? We wouldn't. It's just not who we are. And then, you know,
even after being fucked repeatedly,
right.
over
I'll
and
let you
over
say that
and
word
over
that time.
and over
okay,
again.
Baby, they get it. That's okay. I know. I get it. So, yeah. You know, and the killer is, you know, 2 years of building up trust and believing in the goodness in the world again, you know, and then this stuff happens and it doesn't. All the good work I've done for 2 years with him down the toilet, thanks a lot, you know, kind of sucks. But, you know, but that's okay, baby. You still got me.
Well, it's okay. Two can play at that game, and I'm saying right now, they got 24 hours to make this shit right, or I'm saying names. And you can try and hit me with slander, but it's not slander if it's the truth. So, be forewarned. Have a nice fucking day.
Okay. Well, on to bigger and better things. Just, yeah.
Yes.
When he gets mad, he starts
go.
wrecking the studio equipment, and we have a show tomorrow.
I don't wreck nothing.
Hello, headphones. Cat ate my wire. Slam.
That would be the cat?
The
That's
cat
the cat.
didn't do it. You were wrong that day. It wasn't the cat, it was me. It wasn't the cat, it was me. I had my mic muted. And he thought it was his headphones, and you know it. It was all my fault.
It's always the cat.
No, not always. This time it was my fault.
It's a cat.
The disaster episode was entirely my fault.
That
I had
was
my
actually
mic muted.
kind of okay, because that turned out to be a good show.
It was funny. But no, not when you blamed the poor cat. No. All right. Well, anyhow, yeah. So that was our evening. After dinner, we saw that. That wasn't so good. But on to the positive, because there's always so much of that.
Yes, our shit is good enough, and it's worth stealing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There you go. Right. It's a testament, you know. But again, you know, if you want to learn, then just ask. You know, don't steal. Don't espionage. Don't. You know. It's just so wrong in so many levels. It's just wrong.
And when you think about it, stupid.
Yes, because like I said, an ultimate goal, I believe, was to have a reality show based on this premise. And we just know everybody in the industry, and there's no way they're ever going to get a show now. It's just like, you just killed yourselves. It's ridiculous. Well, you know what? Not to mention the fact that the day after this all happened, we got syndicated too. So enough, that was bad enough, you know. You know, there's a reason our professionally produced stuff, 2 years it took us to get recognized. And we do professionally produced stuff.
Whoa. Let's maybe not forget about the years and years of frickin' film school, writing school.
Oh, okay, yes. But what I'm saying is 2
audio
years
production.
of developing this company before it gets this syndication and gets the recognition and, you know, all the celebrity guests and all the learning curves that we had to go through to build this stuff. You know, you can't just think that you can come and copy our method and get there, because it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. You have to do the actual work, you know. And their product, it shows, though. You know, I mean, there's no professional production like ours.
No, and they're still useless on the air. Yeah, that's another thing I want to be clear about, too. If any of you folks out there are actually smart enough to put this together, you've probably figured out who it is we're talking about and what shows and et cetera, et cetera. And
he's chomping at the bit to say, but as a favor to me, he won't.
Until 24 hours from now, it's not fucking straightened out. But the important thing, the important thing is that if you've heard those shows, they were horrible, and she has to agree. From the frickin' get-go, from the very first show with these people, I was like, no. And you You were like, they're just going to need some more time. They're going to need.
I wrote their scripts. I did it. Well, actually, not the content, the actual material, but the formatting and the outlining
and the hours and hours and hours of working with them, trying to get timing down, all this other. But yes, it still sounds terrible. That hasn't gone away. It's probably going to continue to be that way because.
Well, you can't make personalities out of people.
Well, that's what I tried to tell you.
I can't say he hasn't. I'm always for the underdog. I'm like, well, we can give him a chance and we can do this. And I know, all right, fine. Jesus. But I can't stop being me. That's what you love me for. So, if I didn't take in all the stray animals and try and help everybody, I wouldn't be me.
Yeah, we won't talk about that other call, too.
What? Oh, the recentest one? That recentest one? Well, I told you, until some time goes by, we won't know the purpose of that one either. So.
Oh, okay.
What happens when I don't follow my impulses? Bad things. I have to go with it.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you or anything else, or say that you're wrong and I was right, like in this case. But
hey, wait a second. We found the missing pieces because everything led to now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we have host contracts. And
well, I mean, it's all good.
Before.
It's all good. Like
right.
Really, ultimately,
right.
Everything that has happened to us in the last 2 years with HTLA,
everything
is all good.
It is
all of it.
Yes,
and. For whatever reason, extenuating circumstances caused the demise of certain previous
projects.
Other people and projects and things. It's all been learning.
Right. Well, plus in this industry, I mean, the turnover for projects and productions is huge. And the fact that we've had several, that have been long-lasting. All right, granted, we're the foundation of those, so we know they're going to stick around because they're us, too, and we're accountable. But, we've had other things that have been, good and solid and whatnot. But in this industry alone, there's so much turnover anyway. I think that we've been fortunate enough to, what we have gotten has been so solid and has stuck with us, What the progress we've made hasn't been fleeting.
No.
It's been foundation building and tangible. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, when shit like this happens, it's hard in the interim, but there's always an end benefit of some kind. So, but it's just the injustice of it all, because I don't know. It's all right, and here's the kicker, because my meeps know I swore I'd never change. I'd never be like the kind of person that. It's like why everybody complains about the successful and the wealthy because they're so reclusive and closed off and unavailable and unattainable and unreachable and right. Well, there's a reason for that, people. And it's just dawning on me even more. In my younger years when I had a modicum of notoriety, I actually had people around me though to protect me from that. It didn't affect me. But now that I'm an adult and I have others that I have to protect. So I am more aware of that sort of danger and that sort of thing. I can't help but think that I'm not going to be able to be as magnanimous and as open and as generous as I once was. Because we seem to get taken advantage of almost at every turn by those that...
well, and it's probably because of that great attitude you say, be... benevolent unto the universe, and it will be benevolent unto you. Hi, benevolence, here we are.
But it is, because you yourself just admitted that overall the outcomes of everything have been positive for us in the long run anyway.
That's right.
Right.
They make us better, they make our company better.
That's right. So, yes. So, I think that, we've already had these conversations that you don't grow through stability, you grow through adversity. Mm-hmm. So, we're growing.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're growing all right.
Yeah. There's growing pains.
I'm sure there's some Bill's character story coming up here any second now.
No, because you know it. I don't have to tell you it. But it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And I tell him, sometimes when things happen to you, it really has nothing to do with you. It's the other person's lesson. Like not too long ago. All right, well, it was a long time ago now. It was almost a year ago. But we had somebody that was working with us. And almost in the case of this, where, you know, right after they bailed, we had a huge spurt of explosive growth and things really turned around for the better for us. That if they had just stuck it out another month or so, you know, the reasons they were bitching in the first place would have been null and void because, you know, you just have to stick it out. And in my mind and in my experience and my infinite fucking knowledge that's so annoying, the people that quit and don't make it around that next corner are always the ones that are failures in life and that are always the ones at the end of their life complaining about everything they never had or never got or because they just didn't have the fucking balls to see it through a little while more, you know, and they always quit right before the success was about to come. So, you know, it's similar in this case too, you know, because for whatever reason, you know, somebody gets their ass up about something, and if they just waited a little while more, you know, that was our next milestone or our next whatever. And we're benefiting from it because our milestones are coming and we're moving forward because we're not quitting because this is our thing, you know. And the people that don't have that tenacity fall by the wayside and miss the boat. And it's their lesson then. Then they're the ones that have to look back and say, oh, what a schmuck. If I had just waited another little while, look where I would have been.
Oh, yeah, I have no doubt. There's probably quite a few other schmucks out there still bitching and whining and moaning.
But here's the thing. So the lesson wasn't ultimately ours at all. It ultimately had nothing to do with us. We were just the catalysts for their lessons in life, their growth. We can't always be so self-centered to think that the things that happen to us are really all about us. Because they're not. You know? And it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And if you can look at things like that, if you can self-examine and examine things really objectively now, not with the hurt and the disappointment and the obvious injustice of what you feel has happened to you, then sometimes you see those things and it's not as bad. And you get it. And you can grow from it instead of like some of the poor people that don't examine the things that happen to them in life. So they stew about it and they're poor me for the rest of their lives and they never get anywhere. Yeah. But that's my kitty wisdom for today. I know I haven't been posting. I will. I'll get back to fiercekitty.com. It's been just insane the last week and a half.
Well, it has. And actually, this coming week, I think there's going to be some big announcements coming from us.
Yeah.
Yes. We got some pots burning on the stove that
we're not watching them, though, because they never boil. That's an argument. We have our theological, philosophical, eschatological, and tangential arguments and our debates sometimes. To give a shout out to somebody, our tangential arguments. But
you don't have to give a shout out to him. He watches every fucking episode of this, figuring he's going to get some fucking evidence that we're thieves. We're stealing money from people.
I know.
Well, tune in tomorrow night at this time, and I'll likely be giving you the names of some fucking real people stealing shit. How about that?
Okay, no, we're not, because no, it's all right. Because tomorrow we're going to have good news to say, and we're not going to care anymore about the plebeians and the frickin' peons.
Oh, no. Make no mistake. When my network's worth 200 million US or more, and we're trading on the stock fucking market, and we're all over everywhere, yeah, those insignificant little peons we're talking about now, the only difference is we'll actually be watching them in court.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? I think that, you know, this is another thing, though. But again, it's their karmic, you know, when you do good things.
I don't care about karmic.
I know.
When somebody slanders my fucking name.
Nobody slandered you.
Really?
All right, let's not go
Let's talk about that, actually.
No, let's not say we did.
Whatever. You know who you are. And it's not stopping, because we've heard from some pretty important people that you're still fucking contacting. You know what?
Yeah.
It's not doing you any good.
No, it's not.
And it's just giving me more ammo.
Yeah, because we
do
what we do, and we're good, and, you know, we're sorry you felt that was the case, but it wasn't. It was totally misjudged on your part, and that's just the way it is.
I'm not sorry you felt that way.
I am. I'm sorry for any... Look, my classic saying is what? And people, if you don't learn any fucking other thing tonight, learn this. That, what? The way we feel is never wrong, but the reasons that we feel that way usually are. Now that's a Kate Taylor original. Live it, breathe it. It's the gospel. That's it. Next time you blow your stack or want to accuse somebody of something, think about that first. It's usually our skewed damn perspectives that, make us feel the way we feel, but genuinely it's not the case. So, and that's why I'm so laid back and cool, because I know that. See? So.
Well, I'm not laid back and cool.
No, he's not. But that's
and
why
I
I'm
have
married.
no problem whatsoever taking away the college funds of his kids. Not a problem. I'll sleep really good that night. Because you know what? It was through no action of mine. It was all him.
I know, baby, but you know what?
That's on him.
I know. And it's, you know what? Ultimately, though, you have to let that stuff go because it only hurts you to hold that. It only hurts you. You have such good things happening. You have such a great life. You have a family that loved you to death. You're probably the most loved man by their wife ever in the universe in the history of the world. So that alone should make you not want to hold a grudge, because then you can just be free to enjoy that, and be happy. Yeah. That ultimately they're going to stay miserable in their little niche, and we're going to keep moving forward.
So what you're really saying is, instead of staying focused on these fucking assholes who really don't deserve the time or energy that I put into them.
No, of course they don't. I should have your time and energy and attention.
Right. And you're saying that by refocusing on those things,
on our good things, right?
As opposed to things negative that other people say about my honor and loyalty and trustworthiness.
Hey, who's the first one bitching everybody out when they even slight hint of impropriety about either you, me, or our company? It's usually me that's the big mouth fighting with everybody.
That's true.
And so when I say that they're going to remain in their miserable little hovels and we're going to keep going and we're just going to enjoy success and good health and a wonderful life because we're good people and we do what we do and that's all we can do, then that's it in and of itself, Success is the best revenge, people.
You present an interesting argument, I gotta say.
I do. But it's true, baby. It's true. Huh. And when we're happy and when we're good and we're just being what we are, good things happen.
That's true.
And when we start focusing on the minutiae and all these negativity things, what happens? We start getting grumpy and not feeling well and things don't go right. And do you ever get up in the morning and stub your toe and then the rest of the day you hit that same toe or other stuff happens and things go wrong? It perpetuates itself. Good and bad. Well, we've run pretty long tonight, but that's good.
That's okay.
So
it's good stuff.
It is good.
It's good
stuff.
to talk it out.
It is.
We might have just videoed a very good example of business partners.
Maybe. And everybody said you're going to get married, don't work together. And wow, that has not been our experience.
No.
Work has held our marriage together.
More often than not.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what happens when you're with the right person.
Well, I mean, I think one of the main reasons that we started putting out these videos was to, kind of give people this perspective of us.
Yeah, the confidence that we actually do this every night. And everything we do, say we do.
Right.
Yeah, here we are. Every night, same time.
I think one of the goals that we had in doing these was to enlighten, educate.
Right.
I'll do the Photoshop tutorial soon here.
Yeah, he'll do it. He's not kidding.
God,
he's not kidding. I'm going to make my chocolate milk. But you better hurry because it's Walking Dead tonight. Uh-huh. Remember? Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
Snuck up on me.
So, good night for you, see? Good night for you.
Absolutely.
Popcorn, Walking Dead, and me. In our comfy bed.
Popcorn whacking off with the dead and you. Are you whacking me off to the dead?
Well, if you take too long with the tutorial, I might be sleeping. The same as being undead.
Screw him. It's not that important. Maybe I won't do it tonight. Maybe I'll do it sometime in the future.
No, that That was
Like
progress, folks.
24 hours from now when the cocksuckers haven't taken it down yet.
Okay, all right. That's a deal. Okay.
I like that. I like that.
All right, well, so let's just not forget all the really good things and the reasons we do what we do every day. Straight
Yes.
Talk with Kate and Crash tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Yes.
God willing, my celeb guest will be with me. Tuesday, don't miss another sizzling episode of Crash Talk because it will be post 24 hours and that will be a good show. Wednesday, we have in the studio with Vicky Natali live from her Alaska tour with the beer...
Beer Money.
The Beer Money.
Beer
That's
Money.
the name of the band she's touring with. I guess they're really good. But her stuff is up on the website. Check out some of Vicky's videos from her trip.
Yeah, they got stuck in the snow.
I saw that. I saw
They
the
got-
Alaska trooper there on the road.
They got stranded.
Thursday, a brand new episode of Sex and the Kitty.
Ooh,
Not going to want to
yeah.
miss homework assignment number 2. Hope you've been
Oh,
doing number
wait,
1.
wait. Yeah, you remind them what number 1
Number
was.
1 is your tactile. Remember, everything you touch, just feel it. You know, put that sensation in your memory bank. The texture of his shirt, or the nice, cool, cold. This is nice.
Of the empty coffee cup.
It is. It's refreshing now. It's nice and cool and cold. See, I know. I'll get
That
you.
wasn't the hint.
I'll get you coffee. Mine's almost empty. Here, have some of mine.
Oh, thank you very much.
And yeah, or just the roughness of the table. You know, play with your hair. Feel what your hair feels like. But put these sensations in your memory bank.
Put your hands around the neck.
Put them in your memory bank. And after week 5, I'm going to teach you how to recall them at will in any situation. In a meeting, stressful, whatever.
Recall them at who?
At will.
Oh?
Okay. So anyhow, yes, Thursday, Sex and the Kitty. And wait a minute, though. Friday, we don't have a show just yet, but we are working on bringing you a huge Friday night show. Saturday, world premiere, Sports 90 with the professional fan. Donald Young's going to be here with us. And talking all kinds of sports, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
And then
is.
that's it. And we're in development for a show for Sunday. And wow, we're going to be rolling. Keep them doggies rolling.
And those, everything you just said there, isn't even the good stuff that we'll be probably likely releasing this week also.
Oh yeah, we've got some huge things coming up. That's more corporate though, and
True.
production end than shows.
Yes. Yes.
They'll all
but
benefit the shows.
Absolutely. It's going to be huge for the shows.
Yes.
And I'm really eager and excited for one of these things in particular because...
Yeah, he's too eager. It makes me scared. I don't want him to be disappointed. But
whatever.
I'm thinking positivity.
Evidently not if you're thinking about the epic fail.
Who taught me you have to expect the best and plan for the worst and plan for failure and blah, 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 blah.
Right. So don't worry about it. I got it all figured out.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. But, no, I'm really kind of jazzed about what that's going to do in terms of our abilities with, especially in particular,
Right.
in the studio with Vicky.
Yeah, my music stuff too. They don't even know yet about my music
yeah.
stuff. Oh my god,
yeah.
It's gonna be huge. But yeah, and here's another hint: you get to see it.
Oh,
See it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, you get
stay
to see it.
tuned. I mean, thank you again. We're busted 1,000 last night's episode again. So thank you,
Really?
thank you. Yeah,
Oh, crap.
yeah. See. So. But anyway,
Surely it's not McGovern watching it 1,000 times, so...
that would be scary. We should have replaced the Happy Birthday Kate episode. That would be pretty scary.
yeah. Should reshoot that.
All right. Anyhow, episode 15 tomorrow after Straight Talk with Kate and Crash.
Yep.
See you here.
Open to midnight every day. Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm in charge again.
Yep.
Okay. Good night, Meeps. We love you.